The Monster Mile, Dover, Delaware, home of the Eliminator race in the Challenger round. This afternoon, the Autism Speaks 400, live from Dover International Speedway. This is a very demanding racetrack. The straightaways are banked. The corners are even banked. You are never level when you're racing, except when you're getting on a pit road. During a qualifying session yesterday, Nate Sherman, who is going to be donating his winnings to Hurricane Harvey victims today, he just edged out the 18 of Josh Leanbatch for the pole Saturday afternoon. And of the drivers that need to make it in who are outside the cut line, Hunter Miller is in a must-win situation. He starts third today. This is going to be a great way to progress into that direction. The 88 of Apollo Moon starting all the way in 21st this afternoon. He needs a win. Alvin Alonso needs a win. And what's really shocking is the 11 and the 16 and the 14 all are in probably one of the tightest battles we've seen. KFC Cup Series has about a 4-point advantage over 12th place, in which Brendan Little and KFC Cup Series are in basically a standoff for the last playoff spot, which in the round of 12, which, by the way, starts next Sunday in Talladega. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Row number 1, we have the Lowe's Chevrolet and the Interstate Batteries Toyota. Row number 2, we have the Great Clips Chevrolet and the Pennzoil Ford. Row number 3, we have the Code 3 Associates Hurricane Helping Houston Chevrolet and the Furniture Row Chevrolet. Starting today from row 4, we have the Jimmy John Chevrolet and the Tide Pods Toyota. Rounding out the top 10 starting spots are the two only drivers who can rest easy today, as in they can get in a wreck and still move on to the next round. The Sun Energy One Chevrolet and the Aris Internet Toyota. Row 6, we have the Motorcraft Ford and the McDonald's Mac-Tonight Chevrolet. Row 7, we got the Auto Trader Ford and the Caterpillar Chevrolet. Row number 8, we have the Richmond Water Heaters Chevrolet and the Target Chevrolet. Starting this afternoon from row 9 is the FedEx Express Toyota and the Fastenal Ford. Rounding out the top 20, we have the Haas Automation Monster Energy Chevrolet and the Lilly Diabetes Ford. Starting from row 11, we have the Advocare Ford and the Nature's Bakery Chevrolet. Beginning this race from row 12, we have the Exalta Coating System Chevrolet and the Smithfield Foods Ford. While we look through the remaining cars in the starting lineup, let's see if we can mic up the 4. Hey, Dylan Norway, this is Wally Dolan back in the NBC booth. You got us? Switch to channel 2. Okay, one more time. Hey, Dylan Norway, this is Wally Dalton back in the NBC Sports booth. You got us? Yeah, Wally. What's up? Our question comes from Alex up in Cambridge, Wisconsin, saying, and he asks, what are the challenges of facing a track that self-cleans itself with a wreck? If people wreck and hit the wall on the bottom, what do you do what do you do in that situation if you're behind the crash? What I've done and from watching these races is on restarts, it's always nerve-wracking and tight, knowing how aggressive we can get sometimes, because knowing some hum races, especially as we get later with guys pressing to get spots in the round of 12. There's bound to be some fenders ruffled, so if there is a spin in from the top, there's a very, very good chance that if they're on the top, they're probably going to slide down to the bottom. So what I usually do is whenever I avoid a wreck on a self-cleaning racetrack, I just take it to the open lane and just gas it as quick as I can. And get away from trouble. Just like you would on a highway. You always want to have an escape route. How do you feel about your car today? Our freaky fast Chevrolet was not good in practice, to be honest. So we did some changes overnight and qualified in the top 10, believe it or not. So hopefully we'll be good enough to stay out of trouble during this race today. And hopefully be in contention to win and put ourselves in the next round, even though we're good on points. Thanks for your time. Good luck down there. 10-4. Thanks, Wally. As we look at our McDonald's race menu this afternoon. A race menu presented by Credit One Bank. 16 laps around a 1-mile concrete oval. It is a very tough race, and believe it or not, even though this isn't a Talladega, which is where we're going to go next week, there is a very high possibility we might see the big one. If so, if and when and how many does it take out and how often does it occur? And what about the guys there below the cut line? Get like the 11, the 16, 17, the 11, 17, 88, and 5. What are their mindsets when they take the green flag? Go hard. Especially late in the race when if you're the 88 or the 11 where you're in a must-win situation, you basically have to throw caution to the wind. Don't be an idiot, but race very aggressive. And if it means you got to put the bumper to somebody, you got to put the bumper to somebody. And also, the banking. It is a self-cleaning racetrack. These straights have a very high tendency to self-clean. Anytime there's a crash, more often than not, you're going to see somebody see a car spinning from the top down to the bottom of the racetrack, and boom, you're going to net about 3 or 4 cars. You see our 6 HD onboard cameras tonight. Remember, you can watch them in HD on the NBC Sports app, or if you have a HD capable TV with a HDMI hookup. Or you can also go on NASCAR.com, Race Buddy, and click on any of these 6 drivers that pop up on the bottom right of your screen. You want to listen to BP's opinion of this race, of every NASCAR IAP Cup Series race? Log into NBCSports.com /Ask Benny Parsons, where he addresses fan questions and brings them up during our pre-race segment, and anytime there is a break in the action or a red flag. That is NBCSports.com /Ask BP. Well, so begins probably one of the race that has been a nightmare for many of these drivers ever since they left Nashville Saturday night. Jacob Tube and Caleb Hoffman can rest easy in this race, but for the other 10 drivers, there's 14 fighting for the 12 spots. Who will make it in and who will have their championship hopes ended? You'll find out in 16 laps as a sellout crowd is awaiting us this afternoon on a beautiful late September day. We are green in the Monster Mile. almost a crash right there on the backstretch with the 22, is she got hit a very terrible start. Really, that's what really bottlenecked the 78 and the 20, almost causing a 3-wide situation right there. Multiple cars trying to take advantage. Jacob 2 driving in deep on the 22. Off of turn 4, Nate Sherman completes lap number 1 this afternoon in the Monster Mile. Everybody is going to want to get to that bottom lane. Already seeing a little bit of single file action. Hunter Miller has moved up to the 2nd position. He is in a must-win situation. He has to win in this race. However, as of right now, he is good. And this means that the 14, 11, 16, and 88, 11, 17, 16, 17, and 88 are all in must-win situations. This is a term that we brought up in the pre-race this morning, is how brutal this traffic can be and will be today on these drivers. Let's just go to the inside driver's camera, the 18 of Josh Verleen back. Watch how he's never level at this place. If this was Bristol, he would be flat briefly. You see, in the corner, our camera's just dead tilted right now. If you can see, his head's pushed to the side, his water bottle, the straw in the water bottle's being flipped around. Then when it gets to the straightaway right here, it's perfectly safe. Safe, but at the same time, everything is at an angle at this track. The only time these drivers are on a level surface is on pit road today. Jacob 2 trying to keep the 6th position away from the 20. You see right there? Caleb Hoffman trying to... Same time, Caleb Hoffman, even though he is part of got a free ride in the next round, he does not lay back. What he does, sure, he's giving the 20 a lot of room because he's racing for more stakes than Caleb is, but at the same time, he's not rolling over, because then what if he gets passed by the 78, or what if he gets passed by the 22? At Dover, you got to be 100% eyes everywhere at this place. And, turn 4. Or we got one spinning. It is Brendan Little. Into the wall. He is a chase driver. Also caught up. We got the 55 caught up in this. The 33 is involved. The 9. All crashing as they come off of turn 4. Caution has come out. And myself a time. Lap 3 of 16. And the first caution flag of the afternoon has come out And it is a big, big crash. How bad is it, boys? See the 9 and Matthew Powell, some damage to his car. Jonathan Morrison, he was very lucky not to get torn up in that. But major damage to the 16. Safe to say, unless he gets a bunch of cautions, Brendan Little's chase hopes, after surprising everybody at Portland, his hopes of moving on to the round of 12 are in some pretty grave danger. The 9 is down pit road. A little bit of damage control. Brendan Little is also in the same position. He has made a few trips down pit road, actually. This is his second. His second trip down pit road. '56 is the third car in this. They got some decent damage. Wow. Guys, clear the hammer out. Come on. Let's go. Clear that rear fender. What are you guys doing? Clear that fender out. Keep it clear. Keep it clear, guys. Come on. Tape it up. Tape it up. Tape it up. Come on. Get that deck lid down. Get that deck lid down. Get that deck lid taped down and cleared. Okay? Okay, good. Now, drive it away. See how much clearance we got. See how much clearance. Okay, we are going to lose a couple laps here. The 9 is going to go to the garage, so it's a little bit of an upside to our playoff situation. That's what happens when you get two guys that try to force it 3 wide in a place where 3 wide is known for not working. You get incidents like this. Now, the 22 is elected to stay out. He only took no tires. Hunter Miller had a very terrible pit stop. Came in second. Comes out 9th. Because of this. Another car that used some good pit strategy is the 3 car. He took no tires. He came out in 12th. 2 while everybody else took 4. Anyways, without further ado, second restart of the afternoon, and we're green. Oh, and around goes the 22. Spinning in front of traffic. Low, 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 low. Low, get low, get low, get low, go low, go low, go low, go low. Come on, come on, come on. Ugh. Other car caught up in it. Caution has come out. Second caution. On restarting on lap number 5. When you get these wrecks that happen, especially on these restarts, Dylan, we talked about this when our initial board talked about this, is especially with guys that are up there that need a win, but at the same time, the 18 kind of really probably should have waited till he made that move, but at the same time, just that one slight touch this track can and usually will set off a big wreck. See, the 2 is not very happy with the 18 Robert Smith. And looks like NASCAR. Yeah, that's a teammate standing up for his teammate right there. Could have been was a little too aggressive there. The 18. He was with the 22. Menards Cup Series is down on pit road, by the way. Zoex Moon has not come down pit road and is instead looking for the 18 car. She's not very... Oh, okay. Looks like we got a little bit of a situation here. Stop. Just, they're calling you on that. Just stop. Stop right now. Get your ass down pit road. Get your ass down pit road. Stop. What are you fucking doing? Stop. Get away from the 18. You can see sometimes emotions and tempers do boil over in the chase. That right there could have easily been prevented. 22 could have given him a little bit of room, but the 18, same time, probably shouldn't have hung on the door of the 18 of the 22. While we're looking at next week and Zoex Moon being told to park it for the rest of the afternoon, while we look at next week, each race, we are out at Talladega Super Speedway. One bad racetrack that eats race cars for lunch to another bad racetrack that eats cars for lunch. 2.66 miles of NASCAR's version of the Autobahn. Coverage of the Geico 500 will begin at noon Eastern, and the telecast of the Geico 500 will be at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, presented by Golden Corral. Now, that is on NBC. Also on our NBC network. Tonight, we take a break from Sunday Night Football to give you NBC's Sunday Night Movie, and the movie this week is Shark Tale. A common rags to riches story can Oscar a smooth-talking fish played by Will Smith outsmart Don Lino, a no-nonsense mafia shark that has terrorized Reef City. That is tonight after NBC's Nightly News with Tom Brokaw, where we learn a little bit more about the North Korean situation. And the NBC Nightly News is after the conclusion of this race. Anyways, the restart. Hunter Miller is Nate Sherman, Dylan Murray are going to bring the field down. And this time, here we go. Still there. Three back, clear, all clear. Still there. Clear middle. Middle. All right, still there. Middle. Still there. Middle. Still there. Middle. Still there. Clear. Oh, big right behind you. Caution's out. Oh, with a big hit on the front straightaway. The 5, Hunter Miller. Okay. Wait, he saved it though. Oh, Hunter Miller sideways into the wall. Oh, hard. Oh, don't come up into traffic, please. Oh. And the second caution comes out. Well, the third yellow of the afternoon, and this is huge championship implications. Right here. There is a car behind them that got turned around. That is the 43 of Joseph Lombard getting hit by the 55. They got turned around in the resulting accordion. Very, very hard crash for the 5 Hunter Miller. Window net is down, and that is a great sign. See Joseph Lombard down the inside wall. I don't think he can start, boys. Leaking oil. We're done. Now the caution flag has come out. And they're going to stop the cars on the front stretch. At this time, as we are on lap 9 of the scheduled 16 laps this afternoon in the Autism Speaks 400. The other car that got caught up in this, what is the 3 of Jonathan Morrison? He is up. He's got enough points. He can make it. Oh my God, look at that. There are parts just everywhere. From this incident. Down on the backstretch. See, the reason they waved the red flag is because Joseph Lombard in the 43, who, by the way, earlier this week signed a contract to join with Richard Petty Motorsports next year to drive the 43 full time. Looks like that's probably not going to happen this year. Definitely not a good way to start off your new job and impress your new boss is by being caught up in a pretty big wreck. Now the difference here is during a red flag in the Monster Energy Cup series, you can't touch your car. However, here you can do minor repair work. Or in the car, you can pound on the fender. But you cannot leave pit road until the caution flag is lifted. That means you can do all the repairs in the world that you want, but you cannot leave the pits. If you leave the pits, you are black flagged, and you have to park it for a lap. Bill. Jonathan Morrison got in the radio, told crew chief Gil Martin that we got a lot of right front damage. Clear the fender out as much as you can. See, the veteran, he is good on points, but definitely not a good situation you want to be in heading into Talladega next week. He does have a good enough point cushion now with the two of the four drivers that are in must-win situations having problems today. Let's see if we can mic up Dylan Leroy again. BP? Hey, Dylan Leroy, this is Benny Parsons up in the NBC Sports booth. You got us? Yeah. Yeah, what's up, Benny? How's your car doing, man? You're staying up in the top 2 or 3 all day, man. And seems that the not being at this place in season 1 on with the different cars paid off pretty well for you. It has. It seemed like with Roush, it was just back in season 1, it's just slightly underpowered. Whereas here with Stratos, we have a lot more horsepower to the car. And we're able to make more moves than some of the other guys. You guys say, anyways. Well, if the red flag lifted, glad everybody's okay back there. With this red flag now being cleared. With this red flag. And, hopefully we make it through, hopefully without any further accidents. Knowing Dover, I can't even say that with a straight face. All right, thanks for your time. Good luck out there, and hopefully you finish the race with a win. 10-4, hope I do. Now, as we restart this race, we have probably going to restart 5 laps to go or 4 laps to go. If you're one of the guys who are mid-pack and need a win, what do you do? Do you want to go in and take some tires? Do you take 2 tires? Do you take 4? Do you take fuel? Knowing that later second half of this race has been more wreck-oriented than the first half, prior to the exception of last week. Do you take fuel? Do you take 2? Or do you just stay out and see what you can do on the tires you got? Running the little heads, taking the free pass. He is going to be on the lead lap right here. With pit stops happening, that happened. 2 drivers who were not in the chase, the 41 of Hunter Rizzoni and the 6 of Peyton Beasley, have stayed out during this yellow. The 21 and the 88 have also stayed out too. The first driver with new tires, the 20 of Zach's speed. 4 fresh Goodyear Eagles. Four laps to settle it. This afternoon here at the Monster Mile in the Autism Speaks 400. The closest chaser in this mix is up and fourth, and he's going to bring the field to the green. Here we go. Oh, wow. And we got one around. A couple around. That's Joshua Leanbatch and Caleb Hoffman. The 18 saves it, the 19 does not. Caution is out. That was not a restart. NASCAR is ruling it is not a restart. How this works is when they rule something like that, not a restart. Provided the cars in question could drive away, they'll give them back their spots. Which the 18 can, but he's going to have to be in the back for this restart. The 19, however, also can. These two drivers can, but they're both going to be in the back. So Caleb Hoffman, in a way, this kind of could prepare you for Charlotte or Bowman, Talladega and Bowman Gray in this next round. Because of how brutal and how much damage to the cars those tracks give. At the same time, you don't want to be in those situations in the next round. Anyways, now with 4 laps to go, here is a real attempt at a restart. Damn. Ready? Green. Right here, boys. Right here. Ready? All right. Low. Green. Keep going. Peyton Beasley, a little high in the groove here in 1 and 2. And, into the wall. Into the fence goes the 6. And he's into traffic. And he's causing a wreck. Low, get low. Oh, that looks like 31 is in it. Yeah, that I see a couple chasers getting really caught up and piled into this. Numerous cars caught up in this one. Still getting some carnage behind them. Now at this time the track is blocked. Caution comes out. Multiple cars are caught up in this one, and this means the red flag has just come out. And you thought we were going to have the lowest attrition for an IOP Cup Series race on record this